This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good night, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for March 19, 2023. And in the news tonight, security guards are shot in ATM robbery in Portmore. Cops recover vehicles. The police have recovered 2 motor cars used by gunmen involved in a shooting incident at the Portmore Pines Plaza in Portmore, St. Catherine on Sunday afternoon. The cars were abandoned by the gunmen in the Lakespan area of the parish. The news understands that gunmen attacked a Beryllium security team making a deposit at a Scotiabank automated teller machine. It is understood that 2 security guards were shot in the incident and have been rushed to hospital. Several videos of the incident have been circulating on social media with an intense shootout between members of the security team and the gunmen. In one of the videos, a member of the security team appeared to have been shot and injured. The armored car was also seen taking evasive action as the 2 groups traded bullets. UK's president to seek legal advice to address the fate of security guards. President of UK's Vincent Morrison says he will be seeking legal advice to address the fate of security guards before the April 1 date for transition to employee status. Speaking with the news following yesterday's meeting with security guards, Mr. Morrison said the power of the court might also be required to address the issue. He says employers have been writing to the guards advising them that there will be changes to their terms of employment come next month. Lamenting that the new 1-year contracts are worse than the previous arrangement, the union boss says there has been no consultation between security guards and their employers. Mr. Morrison says having reviewed the contracts, security guards are concerned about their past service and contributions.
It is total nonsense for us to have this group of workers, over 15,000 workers, and they have nobody to assist them. For example, they were promised wage adjustment September last year. Nobody has said anything to them about that. Then the announcement was made by the Prime Minister about the minimum wage will take effect in June of this year. So that's another area of confusion. We are, as I said, looking very seriously about getting some legal assistance for the workers. We had written to the company. We have not had a response. We wrote to them seeking a meeting to discuss some of these issues on behalf of the workers. No response. We wrote to the Minister of Labour as far as October last year and December of last year, and we have had no response. We wrote to the Ministry on the 6th of March this year requesting a meeting. We have had no response. So it leaves us with one final option that we may have to head for the court. We may have to go down to King Street in an effort to protect the Jamaican workers. Security guard.
Adams lashes state over police pay. Retired Senior Superintendent of Police Renita Adams has come out guns blazing at the government in support of police personnel who have for long been in salary negotiations with the state. Adams argued that the manner in which the police force has been treated in recent times was debasing and suggested that the lawmen were being indirectly motivated to turn to corruption. It would seem to me that when they treat police with this indignity and disrespect, what they are doing is really sending these people to commit acts of atrocities relating to corruption. And nobody realized that this is a travesty of justice as far as I am concerned, he told the news last Thursday. I was in the force, and I know that the longer you hold a policeman's salary, they turn to corruption and other means of survival. It's a common thing. Everybody knows that out there, he continued. Adams pointed to the rigors of police work, noting that there is rarely enough time to take on side jobs to make additional income. That factor is important. There's no time to do that, so if there are extreme pressures and other circumstances on their budget, they yield to bribe-taking to garner funds to keep them going along. Unions representing members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force in their fight for proper compensation last week denied that they had rejected a proposed pay package from the government and have indicated that they are batting carefully before signing off on anything final. After months of negotiations last year, members of the Jamaica Police Federation agreed to accept the government's wage offer on February 21. The package saw a 4% increase in wages and the salaries, related allowances for the contract period April 1, 2021 to March 31, 2022. The agreement is to be inked at a signing ceremony at the Ministry of Finance tomorrow. Adams warned the government that if it refuses to satisfy police, among other civil servants, its collapse is imminent. Any government that does not realize and recognize that civil servants, public officers, police force, army, teachers, doctors are their best powers, then they have become really senile, imbecilic, and bordering on lunacy. If you don't pay your civil servants, the government is going to fall, and in short order too. I say that to say that these are the people who are keeping the government going, the ex-cop told the news. Last Sunday, 803 delegates of the 25,000-strong Jamaica Teachers Association voted, with 629 opting to accept the offer and 147 rejecting it. There was one abstention. The week before, teachers staged 4 days of protest in the form of sick-outs, sit-ins, and a go-slow to press their demand for what they said was a livable salary. Many students were turned back when they arrived at school. Adams stressed that police officers must be paid for their role in keeping society afloat, considering the high-risk nature of the job. I don't think they are asking for more than what they deserve. They must be able to live on their salary. You pay your rent out of your salary, transportation out of your salary, groceries, send your children to school, and have a little saving out of your salary. They are not asking for anything more, he said. Overall, the treatment of police officers over the last 25 years have been atrocious. That has been the case in regard to everything: promotion, training, proper placement, staffing, salary. There is no motivation, and the force has been underdeveloped for a very long time, and it's not by accident, it's by design. On Tuesday, March 7, during the opening of the 2023-2024 budget debate in Parliament, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark encouraged the police and other public sector groups to sign the new compensation agreement before the March 31 window for the 2022-2023 fiscal year closes. Clark had indicated that the government has set aside $10.2 billion to pay rank-and-file members of the JCF, $1 billion to pay district constables, and $600 million for members of the officers' ranks. Members of the Police Officers Association, which represents officers from the rank of Assistant Superintendent to Commissioner, rejected the government's compensation offer last week. Adams argued that the treatment of police officers and other civil servants stems from colonialism. I have served this country for 43 years and 3 months, and let me tell you, it is a relic of colonialism. A public servant, a civil servant, a teacher, nurse, doctor, police must not become rich because they want to subjugate you to their own whims and fantasies. And anything that they say to you, you are not in a position to respond against their wishes, he told the news. The civil servants will never be given any salary that is designed to make them independent. The salary is always designed to make them come begging again. It is a strategy of colonialism and slavery to restrict you from having any semblance of authority, independence, or self-reliance, Adams added. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.